Crack a bottle, let your body waddle. Crack a bottle.
What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, and today I am coming to you as the coach for your Detroit Steel Wings, going up into Week 5 of the Pokemon Global League, and this week we are going off against Papa C11 and the New York Klinks. So, it's a battle I'm definitely nervous about, and I kind of want to briefly touch on last week's battle. I don't know if it was because of Chap here, as you guys can see. Let me make sure he's like, you can actually see him. Thanks to Chap here. He was our temporary assistant coach, and I don't know if it was because of him that we won, or if it was good team planning, but last week we did walk away with a 5-0 victory against Sketchy Smeargle and the Seattle Smeargles, bringing us up in our division. I'm not sure of all the stats right off the top of my head, I don't have those pulled up, but as of right now, Instigator is tied for number 2 for MVP of the league right now as far as kills go, followed closely, or he's tied right now with first place. And that is going to be one of the Mons on the New York Klinks. So let's talk a little bit about Papa C's team. The link to his Twitter and his YouTube will be in the description. He is undefeated presently. He's undefeated. And that scares me. That scares me just a little bit. And when I talk about his team, you're going to see why it's a little scary. So this week, Papa C can be bringing the Mega Sableye, the Suicune, Landorus Therian, Talonflame, Skarmory, Lucario, Blissey, Rotom Heat, Excelgor, Hitmonchan, Electivire, and Sneasel. So he's got power, and he's got walls. He's got walls for days. He's got the king of bulky water types, which is Suicune. He's got the Smogon Bird himself. Just bulk. It's a bit absurd. It's a bit absurd how bulky it was, and I was honestly a little terrified of this team looking at it. There's not much. A third of his team does have a rock weakness. So I wanted to make sure to take advantage of that. He's got a Mega Sableye as his Magic Bouncer. Skarmory can defog. Other than that, maybe Hitmonchan gets Rapid Spin. I know Hitmonlee and Hitmontop do. So I don't know if Hitmonchan does. I would assume it does. It's in the same Hitmon family. But anyways, let's make it so you guys can see my breakdown right now. So this week now, I want to say shout out to 2 special people in particular. Shout out to 3 people. 3 people. 3 people for this team in particular. I would like to thank the Trojan Horsey. I would like to thank John, aka Pokemon, of the New Orleans Pelipers, and I would like to thank Numb Nexus for helping me build this team. It is definitely a, because you can't really, because Mega Sableye, Skarm, Blissey, and Lando, that's too much to deal with in my opinion. So this week we are bringing Hinata. Hinata, she has her leftovers, she has her Marvel skill ability, Scald, Recover, Haze, and Toxic, 12 in HP. I'm sorry, that's not right. There we go. 248 in HP, 8 special attack, 252 defense, a calm nature, Scald, Recover, Haze, and Toxic. 1v1 from what these guys were telling me. Milotic does beat Mega Sableye because you can get the burn damage off. Scald to keep firing off. Recover to get obviously your own health back if he does have a status type move. We are able to utilize our Marvel Scale. Recover will get us back that health. Haze, just in case he has a Calm Mind variant. Bold, like if he's a max HP, max defense, bold variant. Sets up a bunch of Calm Minds. Haze will be able to take care of that. And then Toxic is for things like Suicune, because Suicune walls Milotic completely, obviously. So Suicune comes in, we pop a Toxic. If he starts going for Calm Minds for Suicune, we've got Haze for that too. So that is going to be one thing. Next up, we have CT Fletcher. CT Fletcher is pretty much same set as we've been bringing. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So CT Fletcher, he is bringing Assault. He's wearing his Assault vest. He's got the Guts ability, Mach Punch, Ice Punch, Drain Punch, and Knockoff. So Mach Punch for that hard-hitting stab priority. Ice Punch is going to be able to hit things like the Lando T coming in. It is also a neutral hit on Skarmory as well as Talonflame. Drain Punch, obviously, for recovery, Knockoff for the utility. And if we can knock off, we can take pretty much anything Rotom Heat wants to toss at us. Knock off if it's Specs, if it's Scarf, whatever. So if he goes for an Overheat, he switches out. We can go for a knockoff whatever's coming in. That's how that plays out in my mind. I don't know about you. But next up, we have Instigator. Instigator, again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Choice Scarf, Moxie Boost, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Knockoff, and Superpower. Jolly, 160 in speed. 160 in speed with a Choice Scarf is enough to outspeed a max speed Excelgor, which is on his team. So we do not outspeed a, if he's running like a max speed Electivire, we do not outspeed that, but I highly doubt he'd want to, bring in Electivire when I've got a Crocodile. So, like I said, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Knockoff, and Superpower. Superpower is just kind of there to hit things that normally I wouldn't be able to. Blissey, for whatever reason, that's going to hurt the Blissey like a tank. Just another option that we do have. Knockoff for the utility behind it. Earthquake's obviously the move I want to go for there. Once we can get things like Lando out of the way, Lando, Talonflame, Skarmory, and Rotom. Once we can get those things out of the way, and I know that sounds like a lot, that's assuming he brings all four. Once we get those things out of the way, we're pretty much set to Earthquake sweep this Earthquake sweep his team. Next up, Jupiter, rocking that same Assault Vest, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, and Shadow Ball. Max Special Attack, Modest Nature with a max Speed, Foreign Special Defense, excuse me. Our Jupiter here, he does have a quarter of his team is weak to Electric, being the Suicune, being the Talonflame, and being the Skarmory. We can also, I believe, let me double check his team. The Lando T is actually, and if he's bringing Motor Drive Electivire as well, those are two things that are immune to the electric typing, but other than that, he's only got the one immunity in the Lando T, which is fine by me. Hidden Power Ice is so we can actually hit the Lando T. Shadow Ball is also good for coverage, with one immunity being the Blissey. We do Speed Tie with his Sneasel. I decided to go with a, I decided to run a Modest set, because if we go Timid, there's a chance we lose to the Speed Roll, and I don't want to do that, so I just went with Modest so we can hit things a lot harder than we normally would. Next up, we are bringing Ultima the Mew. Ultima is going to be our Physical Wall, Rocky Helmet, Synchronized Ability, Soft Boil, Defog, Super Fang, and U-Turn. Now, I had a lot of fun making this set, actually, because I wanted something that could honestly take hits from whatever. I needed a good Lando switch in, provided he doesn't go for like a U-turn or something. Rocky Helmet damage will take it. Max HP, max defense. We will be able to eat up some hits. Soft Boiled for the recovery. Defog to get away any hazards he might have. If we accidentally try to go for what hazards we do have and he sends in Mega Sableye, Defog will get those away. Super Fang does knock out, does take an opponent down to 50% of its current health, so if it's only at 50%, it goes down to 25% of overall. Something like that. But it's definitely something that I wanted to have on the team this week. I figured if I can't hit all of his walls, why not just go for something that could, like, evenly hit everything. So, and plus 50% of HP, that's a lot, that's a lot. U-turn, obviously, for switch momentum. We can get a good Volt Turn core going between Jupiter and Ultima. And last but not least, we are bringing Spectrum. I believe this is Spectrum's debut in the Pokemon Global League. Life Orb, correctly on here, the Protean ability, Fake Out, Stealth Rock, Drain Punch, and Shadow Sneak. Fake out for the priority. Stealth Rock's 4 hazards. Like I said, he does have a third of his team is weak to these Stealth Rocks. Drain Punch for the recovery, and then Shadow Sneak again for more priority after we get our Fake Out off. All of this is gonna hit super hard. 252 attack, 252 HP, excuse me, 4 in special defense. I definitely think this is gonna be, on paper, this is gonna be one of our more difficult matches. Not because of any sort of matchups, but just because of his overall team. It's just absolutely, it's destructive. It's absolutely destructive. So let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of our team lineup for this week, if there's any changes you would have made. If you're looking forward to this battle, make sure you smash that like button. As always, if you're new to the city, hit that subscribe button. All that being said, my name is CrimsonCBAD, and I will see you guys at championships. Later.